Hey, beautiful people. How y'all doing today? Real shit, real shit. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, y'all. Real quick. Y'all, I was sitting here and my friend was saying to me this morning, she was like, Shay, she said, cause my husband been out the army about 10 years and her husband just now getting out. So my husband got out like almost 10 years before her husband. But anyway, and she just said, and our kids, well, 2 of her children are grown. All of my kids are grown. And like, we pretty much started out as military spouses together. And this is more of a military spousal post, or it could be a post of newlywed post or whatever. But she was like, Shay, the other day, we was going to out processing. Out processing is something you do when you're in the military and you're getting ready to get out the military. And she was pretty much saying how she saw a young girl, 2 kids, and a young couple with 2 kids, a baby and a toddler, and they was going into processing, and she said we were leaving out processing, and she was just like, girl, I swear she said it made her cry. And she was like, do you miss it? Like, do you get sad when you see families? And I said what's ironic about what you're saying, I posted a picture of me and my kids where they were all either toddlers or in elementary school, right? I thought all of my kids, because all of my kids is like, I had all 3 of my kids. I had 3 kids under 20, 2 kids at 21, 3 kids at 24, okay? And they all was under the age of 5, okay? So I think they were all under the age of 4, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I told her, I do not get sad. I cry for the innocence of it. That was the happiest time of my life. Me being a young wife, and I was a housewife, okay? My husband being a husband, we had no worries, we didn't argue on Sundays. Like Sunday we went to church. Yes, Sundays we went to church. Friday evening, Friday after work, it was like, we went to Chili's. Like, everybody in the military went to Chili's, okay? Like, my husband would take us to like the PX and the P Extra and get like 2 DVDs. One for the kids and one for us, for the grown-ups. We would watch movies after we go to Chili's, and the kids would go to sleep, and me and my husband just watch movies, eat popcorns on Saturday morning. We would either, if it wasn't payday weekend, we would just do like, we would go to the beach with some of our friends. Like, in the military, you did not need money to have fun, especially in Hawaii. We would go to the beach with our military friends, and we would just eat, and everybody would bring food. No one would need money, and we would just be out on the beach all day. Y'all, those were some of the happiest times of my life. Like, me and my family, the only word we had was when it was time to deploy. But even when it was time to deploy, one thing I can say about spouses in the military, it didn't matter what race you were. It didn't matter what part of the country you were from. It didn't matter if you was really beautiful, if you were fat, if you were skinny, if your child was special needs, if you was a neurodivergent. It didn't matter. If you was a spouse and you had kids, and I'm gonna be honest, even some of the single soldiers that was females, they was with us too. We came together and we were a fucking family. I miss that. Here I am. Y'all, on the 1st, I would be married to my husband 23 years. No, is it 20? Yeah, 23 years. I would be with my husband, officially been in a relationship with my husband 29. And we have been best friends for over 30 years. And I just remember being innocent and in love. Bruh, like, I cried this morning, y'all. I cried for my innocence. And y'all, it was a time in my marriage as a wife where I was so happy, and all I wanted to do is just get up and cook for my kids and take care of my husband and clean my house. I was so fucking happy. I was so happy. I wasn't worried about no bills. I wasn't worried about no car note. I wasn't worried about no groceries. I miss my innocence. Boy. Like, the innocence of just being a wife. It wasn't no gender wars. It wasn't no how we gonna pay the bills. It wasn't no I hate my husband. It wasn't no my husband hate me or my husband don't like me. Everybody that was in my circle was just like me. Otherwise, we were just fucking naive and in love. I say all the time, and people don't get it until they get it. One of my friends said, we was talking about, if you are out and your husband and a friend saw your husband doing something he ain't have no business. What would you want me to do? I told my friend, check that nigga, don't tell me shit. Let me live. Let me be blissfully happy, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being blissfully happy. And I'm not saying I'm about to get divorced or nothing like that. I'm just saying being blissfully happy, like just being naively happy. I am fine. I'm fine because I'm gonna find out when I find out. I tell, check his ass, check that nigga, let that nigga know that you know what he doing, but don't tell me shit, man. I miss being blissfully happy, cause like being married is hard work, bro. Being a mom is hard work. Raising a family is one of the hardest jobs. Being a wife is one of the hardest jobs I have ever done in my life. I'm just saying, I miss my innocence. I cried for my innocence as a young wife. Like, just, if I knew then what I know now, I would have made a lot of different choices. But yeah, I'll be married 22 years. It's been a fucking journey. It's been a journey. I mean, I would never want to go on this journey with anybody else other than my husband, because I love that nigga dirty draws. I kid y'all not. He's like, he that's my nigga. Like, whether we married or not, he always have been my. Yeah, I just had a moment this morning where I cried for the innocence of just being a mom and being a wife and just raising my kids and being happy with no worries. Yeah. If ain't nobody told you that they love you, I love you. And y'all be blessed.